Next function is Signum function. What is Signum function? So y equal to fx equal to Sgn of x. This function is called Signum function, and it is defined as y equal to fx equal to Sgn of x equal to modulus x divided by x, or we can write what, x divided by modulus x if x is not equal to 0, and 0 if x equal to 0. Okay, so further also we can define, okay, either we can have modulus x divided by x, or we can add x divided by modulus x. Further we can define this one also. X not equal to 0 means what? Either x is positive or x is negative. So there are two possibilities are there. So we can define like that also. Here x is what? Not equal to 0. That means what? Either x should be what? Greater than 0, or x should be what? Less than 0. Okay, if x is greater than 0, okay, then we are, suppose we are taking this one, okay, or we can take this one also, no problem. There is same answer will come. So modulus x divided by x. Okay, so if x is positive, so this modulus we can remove. So what will come here? Inside quantity x only will come, and divided by x what will come? 1. Okay, and if x is negative, then what will come? So if you remove this modulus, what will come? X into inside quantity into minus 1. So what will come? X into minus 1 divided by denominator will come as it is, that is x. So here x is getting cancelled, what will come? Minus 1. So what will come? Signum function y equal to fx equal to Sgn of x equal to 1 if x is greater than 0, minus 1 if x is less than 0, 0 if x is equal to 0. So if you draw graph of Signum function, okay, so this is x-axis, this is y-axis, this is origin, correct? So y equal to Sgn of x. Okay, so if x is equal to 0, then what will come? Y will is what? 0. That means this point will come. Okay, now right hand side is what? X is what? Greater than 0. If x is greater than 0, the y value will come what? 1. So y value is what? 1. So from here it will come 1. So this is y equal to 1. Now if x is less than 0, that means in left hand side x is less than 0. So what is y value? Y value is what? Minus 1. So here what will come? Minus 1. This will come. So this is your Signum function. Now here we are discussing some points. So first point is, if I have Signum of gx, okay, so y equal to Signum of gx. So how to define this one? So we can define this one like that. Gx is not equal to 0. Then this one we can write modulus of gx divided by gx. If you want, you can write gx divided by modulus gx. There is no problem. And if gx is equal to 0, if inside quantity is 0, then we will get 0. Further, this one we can categorize according to positive or negative, because if gx is not equal to 0, that means there are two possibilities, either positive or negative. So this one we can define like that: gx is greater than 0 and gx is less than 0. Okay, so according to that we can define modulus. If gx is positive, so this modulus we can remove. So instead of this one we can add gx only, and there is no modulus in denominator, so this one will come gx only. So gx by gx is what? 1. If gx is negative, then this modulus how to remove? Inside quantity into minus 1. So gx inside quantity into minus 1, and there is no modulus in denominator, so this will come gx only. So gx getting cancelled, what will come? Minus 1. So if gx is negative, minus 1, gx is positive, 1, and gx equal to 0, 0. This point we have to remember. Second point, if it is given Signum of x, okay, Signum of x. So this is nothing but what? Signum of x only. Okay, there is no meaning if you write 10 times also, If you write one time or if you write 10 times, both are same only. So signum of x equal to what becomes signum of x. This is second point. Next we are discussing some examples based on signum function. So first example is y equal to Sgn of e power x. Okay, this function is there. So two things we have to find out. First, graph, and second, define the function. Define the function. Define the function. So first we have to make graph. So how to make graph? So very simple is that inside signum what we have? E power x. So first we have to draw graph of y equal to e power x. Okay. So if you draw e power x graph, so what will come? This is y axis, this is x axis. So we know e power x graph is this one, correct? So this is starting from minus infinite and this will go till infinite, and this is y equal to e power x. So we can say that when this is positive, when e power x is positive, so we can say that from x belongs to R, e power is always above x axis. So we can say that y equal to e power x is always greater than 0. Okay. So how to define this function y equal to signum of e power x? So y equal to Sgn of e power x. See, e power x is positive in x belongs to R. That means always positive is there. Correct? Always positive. So how to write this one? See, this is positive always. So this will come out 1 for x belongs to R. Okay. So what is the graph will come? Y equal to 1 for x belongs to R. So this is x axis, this is y axis. Y equal to signum of e power x, that is 1 for all x belongs to R. So we'll get y equal to 1 line. So this is the graph. And how to define? Y equal to Sgn of e power x equal to 1 for all x belongs to R. This is your function. Next example is y equal to signum of sin x, x belongs to minus 2 pi to 2 pi. Find the graph and define the function. That two things we want. So we have to define graph in the interval minus 2 pi to 2 pi. So what we have to do? See, y equal to signum of sin x, what we write? Y equal to Sgn of sin x. We will define as like that. Sin x greater than 0, 1. Sin x less than 0, minus 1. Sin x equal to 0, 0. This way we can define like that. Okay, we want graph and we have to define this function. Okay, this is not the definition. Okay, we want here x we want. So how to define that we are discussing here. So first we are writing like that only. Okay, now what you will do here? Y equal to Sgn of sin x. So here first thing we will draw sin x graph in the interval minus 2 pi to 2 pi. Okay, so we are drawing y equal to sin x graph in the interval for x belongs to minus 2 pi to 2 pi. So what graph will come? This is y axis, this is x axis. So this graph will come like that. So this is minus 2 pi, minus pi, 0, pi, 2 pi. Okay. So we want this one is what? Y equal to sin x graph. We want y equal to signum of sin x graph. Okay. So below this one we are drawing y equal to signum of sin x graph. Here we are drawing y equal to signum of sin x graph. So how to draw this one? Okay. So corresponding point we will find out first. So this one is what? Minus 2 pi, x equal to minus 2 pi. This one is minus pi. This one is 0, this one is pi, and this one is 2 pi. So one by one. See, y equal to sin x at minus 2 pi. At minus 2 pi what we are getting? Y equal to sin x is what? 0. And this point minus 2 pi is included, so this point is also included, and here 2 pi is also included. So you can see at minus 2 pi sin x is 0. So when sin x is 0, so what will come? 0. So at this point signum of sin x will come at 0. So this value will come. Okay, next. Next is what? Minus pi we are taking. So at minus pi also what will come? Y equal to sin x is what? 0. This point is what? 0. So y equal to sin x is 0, then sin x is 0, then signum is what? 0. So at this point also we'll get 0 only. Now at 0 also sin x is what? 0. So when sin x is 0, then signum of sin x is what? 0 only. So at this point also we'll get 0 only. Okay, at pi also sin x is 0. So signum of sin x will come at 0 only. So at this one, this only will come. And 2 pi also will get 0. Okay. So here minus 2 pi, minus pi, 0, pi and 2 pi, we want signum of sin x value, that we got all the point we got 0. Next, now minus 2 pi to minus pi. Now we have to say minus 2 pi to minus pi. So in this one, y equal to sin x is what? Positive. Minus pi to 0, negative. 0 to pi is what? Positive. And pi to 2 pi is what? Negative. Okay. So if we check in between interval, minus 2 pi to minus pi, sin x is positive. When sin x is positive, that means greater than 0, what value is coming? 1. So here what will come? 1 will come. This is y equal to 1. Now minus pi to 0, you can say sin x is negative, and when sin x is negative, we'll get minus 1. So here what will come? Y equal to minus 1. Then 0 to pi, sin x is positive, so what will come? Signum of sin x what will come? Because sin x is positive, 1 will come. Okay, and pi to 2 pi, sin x is negative, so signum of sin x what will come? Because sin x is negative, what will come? Minus 1. So here what will come? Minus 1. So y equal to minus 1 and y equal to 1. So this is the graph of what? Y equal to signum of sin x. Then how to define this one? So y equal to signum of sin x, we will define like that. So from graph we can define easily. So one by one, minus 2 pi, minus pi, 0, pi and 2 pi. So if I take x belongs to minus 2 pi, minus pi, 0, pi and 2 pi. Here signum of sin x is coming, value is coming 0. So at these all point, what is the value of sin x? 0, and signum of sin x is also 0 will come. Now if we take this interval, minus 2 pi to minus pi, y equal to 1 we are getting, and 0 to pi also we are getting y equal to 1. So in these two interval, what will come? X belongs to minus 2 pi to minus pi union 0 to pi. 0 to pi. These two interval, what, how to write? Minus 2 pi to minus pi union 0 to pi. Y value is what? 1. So y equal to signum of sin x value is what? 1. So what will come here? Y equal to 1. And these two interval is minus pi to 0 and pi to 2 pi. Y value is what? 1. So x belongs to minus pi to 0 union pi to 2 pi. Okay. In this interval, y equal to signum of sin x value is what? Minus 1. So here what will come? Y equal to what will come? Minus 1. Like that we have to define. So y equal to signum of sin x we can define like that. This is your definition and this is the graph. Next we are discussing one more example. That example is y equal to signum of ln x. So here we have to draw graph and define the function. So how to solve this one? So first thing, y equal to signum of ln x we can define like that. Y equal to Sgn of ln x, we can define like that. Ln x greater than 0, 1, ln x less than 0, minus 1, ln x equal to 0, 0. So like that we can define. See, this is not your this answer, define the function. Okay, so whenever we want define the function, that means this interval will come in terms of x, not in terms of ln x. Okay, so first we are defining this one. Now how to solve, how to find it in terms of x, so that we are discussing now. Okay, so what we'll do, first we'll draw ln x graph. Okay, so in ln x is nothing but what? Log x base e. So first we are drawing this graph. Base is what? E, and e is always greater than 1. So this graph will come like that. This point is what? X equal to 1. At x equal to 1, ln x is what? 0. ln 1 is what? 0. So this point here what we are getting? 0. At x equal to 1, value is what? 0. Okay, and this side is what? This is 0, this is x-axis and this is y-axis. So how to define this function? Directly we can define y equal to Sgn of ln x. So we are defining like that by the graph. Okay, if x is 0 to 1, x is 0 to 1, then ln x is what? Negative. Okay, x is 0 to 1, okay, except 1. Okay, at 1 ln x is what? 0. So if you leave 1 but before 1 and greater than 0, so in this interval ln x is negative. If ln x is negative, then signum of ln x what will come? Minus 1. So if I draw here, this is y equal to 1, so this is also not included. So this is what? Y equal to signum of ln x graph in the interval 0 to 1. Okay, at 1 ln x is what? 0. So here what will come? This one. Okay, so this is what? Y equal to signum of ln x point. Now after 1 you see ln x is what? Positive. So if ln x is positive, what will come? 1. So here after what will come? This one. So this is what? Y equal to Sgn of ln x. So with black pen we are drawing signum of ln x graph. So this graph will come like that. So how to define this one? From 0 to 1. Okay, x belongs to 0 to 1, open bracket, both sides. Y equal to signum of ln x value what will come? Minus 1. So this is what? Y equal to minus 1. So what will come here? Y equal to minus 1. And x belongs to, okay, x equal to 1. X equal to 1. X equal to 1. Ln x is what? 0. So what will come? Y equal to also will come 0. So ln x is 0. So signum of 0 is what? 0. So here what will come? 0. And if I take x belongs to 1 to infinite, then ln x is what? Positive. Above x-axis. If ln x is positive, the inside quantity is positive. So signum of ln x what will come? 1. So this will come what? 1. So like that we have to define. So this is the definition, and graph is what? This curve. This one. This one minus 1, then 0, then 1. Y equal to 1.